Welcome back, my lovelies. Coeur de Lis is growing up, and in this episode we finish what we started in the last episode. Oh, and I managed to confidently send out our bailiff to improve the trade route with Northbury before remembering, oops, I already did that in the last episode. Thankfully, there's plenty of genuine progress too, with stronger supply chains, our first tavern and berry brewery, and an important milestone for the village. So, can Coeur de Lis take its next big step toward becoming a proper town? Let's watch and find out. Welcome back to Coeur de Lis. Hello everybody, welcome back to Coeur de Lis. We are creating a cozy settlement, and we have the foundation for growing Coeur de Lis into an amazing place to live and work. So we did leave some things open in the last episode, so let's just check. I'm going to take the game off pause and we'll just set the game pace a little bit more. I want to see where we are with the bread. As you know, we're trying to improve a trade route and we need to have 50 bread in storage. Yeah, so we did reach that. You can see in the task list, we did have it inside of storage, so we reached that milestone. And now what we need to do is actually check that we need the 50 bread to come back into storage. So where are we at? We created another farm. And we have some farmers, and we created a crop field which said it's too large. So we need to add a couple of farmers. Let's do that now. And add some more crop fields. And keep going until it says too large, and then I'll peel it back. It's from my little strategy there. So please start producing some wheat. And the other thing I'll do, I will probably put a granary over in this neck of the woods, because we're likely going to develop more sources of food and supplies, and it's a good idea to prepare for that and have things close by. So let's do that. We'll put a granary, I think. See where the paths are being created. Maybe I'll just move you here. There's already a path there. I like to follow the already traversed pathways. It makes it easier, I think, to keep the game moving in the direction that you want in terms of a layout of a settlement. So we'll do that. We'll put extra depots in place. We have the ability to do that. Now what we need to do is get our population up. Thank you very much. How fortuitous. And yeah, then we've got our additional farmers on the wheat farm. We'll need some workers for the new granary when that gets built. We'll just add one transporter now, and we'll store the output from the wheat farm there. And then the other thing we needed to do, let's go back to this watchtower. Okay, if my mouse will cooperate, thank you very much. Because this patrol area is too large, and we do want these houses to feel secure. You could see that only a couple of houses right now are getting that patrol benefit, and the rest of them are not. So let's add a patroller. And let's see if we can, there we go, we've got adequate size for 3 patrollers, and then I think the watchman, we've got wheat guard coverage. Let's just add a watchman there as well. So when we put the watchtowers, we have some more resource to look after that. And let's check this wheat farm. We are maxed out in terms of farmers. I don't really want to add another tool shack because I want maximum field space for that. And yes, we built another church. So let's, oh, we don't have a village priest. Excuse me. Anybody who's coming to Coeur de Lis, anybody have any experience leading a congregation? Yes? Thank you. Devlin, we appreciate you. And look at that. Service is already... Oh, that's a lot of demand that we've just satisfied. In fact, are we going to max out the weekly attendance on this church? I'll keep an eye on that. Okay. Yeah, so let's see what else we have. Oh, good. You have created a beautiful field and the crops will come. So let's add some wheat to this and let's see where we are at with our bread supply. Look at that, 164. I'm so happy. That's awesome. So let's improve that Northbury trade route. We've got the bailiff now heading off to do that with 50 bread in his satchel. Oh, and we did it. Yay! A cheer. A hearty cheer for this. Let's go look in the royal book at the trade route. Okay, so Northbury, yes, we will be getting an opportunity to increase the level again, which is fantastic. And let's see what we're doing with Midle. Now, we have quite a bit of fish which can sell. We talked about berry brew, so we need a tavern, which we've unlocked in the progression menu. We'll come to that. Trotberry, we can sell fish and bread. Do you know what? Should we do this? I'm tempted. Let's just have a look at the bread. So we have 34 in production, 22 in the stalls, 8 in transit. You know what would be a really cool thing to do when we're trading is actually to get some kind of indication of how much of a resource is being traded. Oh, you know, one of these days I will create a wish list video for the developers to add some features. And you know what my favorite thing to mention will be? You know this. I say it a lot. Please put the village inventory in alphabetical order. My goodness me. Okay. I think we can safely sell some bread. Let's sell everything over. I'm going to just throw a number out here and say 140. That would be good. Clothes is looking good, 34, and we are selling everything above 10. Actually, I might bump that up because as we develop the village more people will be buying those goods, so we don't want to make it difficult for them. Now, planks. This is another thing I noticed, that we have a lot of wood, but we don't have a lot of planks, so I need to check the sawmill. That's important. And then the polished stone, we're selling everything above 25. Yeah, so that's another one that we'll need to look at in terms of a supply. Iron ore, we have some, but we use that a lot in our tools. Oh my goodness, look at the tools, 126. Guess what? I don't think we need that stopgap of 10. So we put that in place because we were running out of tools quite a bit with the buildings. And yeah, I was one of the early supply chains that we needed to sort out. But now we have such a good supply, I think we can start selling tools. Let's just sell everything above, I'm going to say 100, and keep our eye on that as well. And looking at the list, fish we already are selling, and meat we're already selling. Boar, we don't have a trade route for that. Berries, we talked about this before. We need to have berry brew, I think. Kinston Abbey, again, we'll come back to that one. If we get any activity around that, any tasks, then yeah, we'll we'll probably just try to get the clergy influence up so that we can unlock that trade. Okay. There's so many fish. Let's do a fish fair. So, fish fair, 21 days. We're going to have fish in a yes, we have fish in a market. Raise the happiness to 75. Well, we're at 80. And the success of the fair will mean that we have a trade bonus of 25% when selling, happiness of 25%. We'll get 15 labor influence, which we will be spending once we get the splendor up and get to the next level, and a trade price bonus. I think we can do this. Let's do this. We're in good shape with fish. I feel pretty confident about this one. Okay, so we'll just close that one down. Hosting the fish fair. Added. Right. Okay, Nana, stay focused. So we have, I think, knocked the bread supply chain on its head, and we've solved it, at least for now, with our current population growth and our trading and our consumption. So I feel pretty confident about that one. Also with the tools, feel the same way, and the boar to the meat, I think that's in good shape as well. So let's look at building a tavern. And the other thing we need to do is add more residential. So we do have this space near the farm, near the wheat farm, where we can actually add some residences and also a tavern. So let me add the tavern first. Let's go to, where are you? Are you in, no, you're not in service. Oh my goodness. You're in, weirdly, you're in the logistics. So let's go with a tavern, and we'll do a public lounge, and we'll have a service counter and a berry brewery. So let's start with a public lounge. And I think we will pick, you know, I really like the cabin, but let's look at this. So capacity of 10, capacity of 4. Well, I think people will flock to this tavern. So let's do that, and let's put you, we'll do a country tavern out in the sticks, and we'll just orient you. It doesn't really matter, I'll put you there. And now we need a door. I'm going to use the one that has some splendor, and let's see, we can have 10, but we can do the same thing we did with the church, and we can add some more capacity, so making it just a little bit taller. And then we're going to decorate this, which is going to be super fun. So we have a door here. Do I want the door there? No, I want it in the middle. Yeah, I want that in the middle. So let's build that. And then I'm going to create some residential space around here. Let's just add a little bit of space to the territory line. Oh good, delighted visitors. Well, why wouldn't you be delighted? Coeur de Lis is a beautiful place to visit. Look at this. I love this view. I mean, I really fell in love with this map when I started building on it. So yeah, let's just enjoy that for a second. Amazing. Okay. But I still need to stay focused. Come on, Nana. Let's not lose it here. Okay, let's double check our clothing production line. So let's have a look at the weavers. The weavers are nearly at 100% productivity. Why are you not being 100% productive? Let's just promote you, give you some incentive. And there we go. So more cloth being produced because they work faster. The tailor. So let's see how many clothes we have. 34. That's not too bad. I'm not actually inclined right now to increase that. There's no indication that yeah, we have 26 in the stalls. Let's go visit the stall, which we put over here. Let's see how many one consumed this week. Not a huge demand. Do you know, what would be really cool in this game is if you could actually color the clothing, so it's not just this bland. I mean, obviously the villagers are wearing colored clothing. Maybe they do their own dyeing. They must, because look, they're wearing different colored clothes, most of them. That would be cool. Anyway, more food for thought. Let's just close this resource down. We have now 10 people who are unemployed looking for work. So, in anticipation of having berry brew, let's go to the granary, add a transporter, and let's add some berry brew. Well, it works for me. And yeah, let's edit this building. And let's add a service counter, which can be just a refined nook at this point. I'll put you maybe on the side. That would be cool. So it has a taverner, capacity of 1, and storage of 20. We can always grow that if we need to, so that's good. And then let's add a berry brewery. I feel like this would be a separate building. I think so. That makes sense to me. With a chimney. Let's just give you a chimney. Yeah, the brewery in the back. And then a door. And we can add a splendor door again. So the storage capacity is 20. I think we need to grow that a little bit more. 30. Yeah, that looks pretty. Let's apply all that. Okay, who is complaining now? So we have filled up our storage on the boar. Guess what? We can use the granary that we just created to create space. Let's add another transporter. Oh, we completed the fair. 21 days. Boy, that went fast. And 15 labor influence. Perfect. Welcome another villager. And I think our coins are good. We have our coffers at 980. So what do we have? Taxes are providing 64. You know, we could look at the trade. So we're getting... So this is our tendency. We have 28 from taxes, 151 from trade. You know, we're really getting close to the strategic goal of Coeur de Lis, which is 0 taxes, everybody. Wouldn't that be a wonderful world to live in? And what are you complaining about? You have missing raw material, so you're still struggling with wheat. And we are missing, what are we missing? Oh, storage is full. Come on, everybody. You're missing raw material, well then just go get it. What's going on? Okay, we've got good productivity in the granary, so that's just going to be a game thing. Sort yourself out, please. Okay, these pop-ups, they do get my attention. I do like things to operate smoothly. Oh my goodness, we are going to run out of room in the treasury. That's not good. We collect money and then it just basically will disappear. We need another treasury. So I think it would be sort of fun to add one in another location. Let's do that. Why not? So we'll have a major treasury and you can create some fortification around this area. Oops. Why not put you, oops. Let's put you over there. I think there would be better. But who wants a giant tower in their backyard? Can we put you somewhere close by? Doesn't impede. I don't know. Things have to look pretty as well. I'm just functionally, I think having you on the path would be great. Okay. And let's put a door. I think we'll put you that way. And we have the treasury, so go ahead and build that. And we can invite somebody. And what are you complaining about? We have lumber camp is full. Yeah, I can see that. So what do we need to do about this? We could... Let's see, planks is a problem. We really need to get the sawmill situation sorted out. So we have one sawmill here. What if we add another sawmill? You know, what's really cool about this game, well, what I think is really cool, you do need to manage your supply chain, okay, for everything. And constantly tweaking and tuning and monitoring it, and I mean, I think it's a really fun thing, like not to have everything just statically, oh, you've sorted out the problem, you created a farm, you now have bread, you're done. But you know, you're growing your community, you're looking at the problems arising, you're trying to expand, stabilize, and yeah, I just think it keeps you nicely busy. I like to be busy. Okay, I think we're on the path. So how's the tavern coming along? Yes, we have rejoicing villagers because we'll have drinks and meals and things to celebrate, entertainment. So let's get our taverner and let's get the berry brew. Now, actually, we could sell beer as well, but for that we need a hops farm. I'm not sure that I want to create a hops farm right now. Again, that's one of the things that can take up quite a bit of space. I'm looking around, I do see that we have a clear area here we could grow into. We have some clear areas on the other side of the island, which we don't own yet. I'm noticing that our coin tendency has started to drift down. It was higher than that at the beginning of this episode. So let's not get too crazy and try to expand too quickly. Our patroller coverage in this area is good, which means technically people should start to upgrade. See, we are now a town. Amazing. Can't say village, it's town. Okay, so our town is growing up, and so we are seeing the houses are upgrading because they're going from these wooden fences to stone walls. And some of the things that we need paved road, and these are commoners, so they are already, let's see, yeah. So this resident is a commoner, this one is a serf. Let's just promote Jacqueline. There you go, Jacqueline. Good job getting wood, supplying the community with a much needed lumber and planks. We really appreciate you. We couldn't build without you. Let's just be honest. Okay, so we are getting our berry brewery. We need a brewer. Now, notice how it says the brewer is best suited to a citizen, and this individual is a serf. And so you notice that the productivity is at 25%, so they won't be producing quite, a lot of berry brew. It'll be slow, and we do need a well. Let's do that before I forget. Food production, well, let's put a well near you in the back. It's fine. So we'll build that instead of you having to travel and go get the water. And I know about carrying buckets of water because I actually have animals that I look after in real life and they need buckets of water. So I do slop it around because that's what happens. So yeah, we don't want you to do that. Slop it around and lose some of it. Go ahead. We'll just dig a well in the backyard and you'll be great. So we need to get this brewer, Gundoaldo, from a serf to a commoner. And then we need to get him to be a citizen level. So for that, he needs housing and access to service. Entertainment is the tavern, obviously, and goods. So not really ready yet to make it to the citizen level. So we'll get, we got a bump on the productivity. We got to 50%. That's fine. The berry brew will just come. So let's give some more. Well, we do have some more space here. I think it's fair to say that we can probably add a bit more housing. Why not? And the territory ends there. Let's do that. Okay, so where did we land up? We had patrollers, we got the sheep and clothing chain, we've got service, let's see, we've got, well, 0 out of 0 attendance right now. Oh, it's growing on that particular church, and then we've got 3 here. I think we're okay for the service. And let's have a look at what we want to progress next. So we have the tavern, we have everything at this level. Now we need to focus on splendor. So let's do that. So for that, we will be adding in the manor house, we have some estate decoration, monument decoration. And then we have common decoration. Now, interesting, I don't know if you remember this from previous episode. When you click on an estate building, like we just did, the Great Hall, common decoration gets some splendor points. But if you go to the common decoration menu, you only get beautification. So you're just not associating the decoration with any kind of labor estate. But if you click on a building and then look at the common decoration, see the terracotta vase has got some splendor points, and you can actually put that around that building. Notice how you can't go too far. See, we've reached this invisible boundary. But we can definitely add it, in places slightly off the beaten path here. But let's just add some things. So people are making use of those benches for sure. And let's see what we can add. Let me just go into playing mode and add some decoration, and then I will come back. Well, that was fun. We can move things around. I just wanted to get to the next level. I haven't decided if I want that to stay like that, or maybe the trees will go in the back and the rose bushes can go in front. Okay, we might fix that. Okay, so we've unlocked, yay, the next level in our labor. So we can have, by the way, the inn lodge, which attaches to the tavern, generates income, which is great. We can have some tavern splendor, which we need to get to 150 to the next level, and then some more manor house architecture, and then paved roads. This is important because in order to get to the citizen level, we need paved roads, and we have stone, we have a good supply, so I'm definitely going to unlock that. Now notice how at this level it's 20 to unlock, not the 5 in this level. Also, we can activate taxes on windmills. I'm not really bothered about that, but I am interested in having more income and citizens in the community, because that will improve our productivity, and improving our productivity in producing goods means that we have the potential to sell more goods and trade more goods and generate more income. So all of our decisions are lining up. Yeah, so now we have a new building. We have the pavier's yard, which we will build. And then I think I'm pretty happy with where we've landed in this episode with our wheat, lots of wheat now, and bread, and clothing looks healthy. So yeah, I think we've got another good stepping stone. No pun intended. I was looking at the stone supply in building up Coeur de Lis. So we did reach the town level, and I am very happy with that. So let's end the video for today, and we'll build some more paths of development through the labor estate, and we'll get to citizen. And yeah, this is really fun and cozy and not too stressful. And we are going to develop some interesting community around Coeur de Lis, because as we branch out into other territories, you'll see that this will look like a downtown, and then we'll have our other territories develop their own little identities. So yeah, hope you're enjoying the ride. Again, thanks for watching. It's really good to have you here, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.